उनसे भी मैं अनुरोध करूंगा वो लोग थोड़ा सा अपना अनुभव बताएं। अनुभव बताने के पहले मैं क्या करना चाहता हूँ श्री करण सिंह जी राजा भी था और मंत्री भी था, राजा और मंत्री भी था। और जनार्दन द्विवेदी जी लीडर भी था, बाद में रीडर भी हो गया। सो इन दोनों में 2 in 1 गुण है। मैं अनुरोध करूंगा डॉक्टर साहब से, करण सिंह जी से अपना विचार सदन के साथ शेयर करें।
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir. Sir, as has been very kindly mentioned, half a century ago, 50 years ago, I came to Delhi. After having served my home state as head of the state for 18 years, 50 years ago, at the age of 36, I came to Delhi and joined Mrs. Gandhi's cabinet. And for these 50 years, out of them 40 years, I have been a member of parliament. 4 times in the Lok Sabha and 4 times in the Rajya Sabha, both on the treasury benches and in the opposition in both houses. And it has been fascinating to see the evolution of parliament over all these years and how our constitution gives us the flexibility to adapt to changing economic, social and political compulsions. There's also, we witnessed an explosion in the media, for example. When we started, there were 2 channels, now there are 500 channels. That has also changed the complexion of our politics. And Parliament has evolved, sir, over these 50 years, but not all the changes have been positive, I must say. I mean, I used to remember when I went to the Lok Sabha first, there were brilliant debates with Hiren Mukherjee, with Madhu Limai, with Nath Pai, with Atalji, and here Bhupesh Gupta. Those sort of debates now seem to me to be becoming rarer, and the disruptions are becoming more frequent. So all I would say is that I think we need to do a little retrospection to see what we can do to assure that the parliamentary system functions according to the rules and positively. So looking back at this vast panorama of half a century, I had the privilege of interacting with a huge spectrum of political colleagues from every region, every religion, every caste, every community. I was a witness to or participant in every single general election since 1952. And I had the privilege of interacting, as Ghulam Nabi has said, with all the prime ministers. When I was up in Jammu and Kashmir, my mentor Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and Lal Bahadur Shastri ji. And when I came here, of course, Srimati Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, P.V. Narasimha Rao, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Dr. Manmohan Singh ji, and now Narendra Bhai Modi. So this has been a great experience for me. And I noticed one thing, sir, despite sharp differences of opinion and of ideology, very often expressed in intemperate language, one thing is common in all these people. They were all in their own way working for what Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru called the exciting adventure of building a new India. In their own way, every Prime Minister has made a contribution to that. Sir, ours is a unique and glorious country. From the Himalayas, from where I come, Kalidasa, you are aware, sir. Astuttarasyaam dishi devatatma Himalayo nam nagadhiraja Purvaha paravato yanidhi vagahya stitaha prithvya eva manavanta. It's a devatatma. It's a great spiritual presence. And Allama Iqbal has said, वो पर्वत सबसे ऊंचा हमसाया आसमां का वो पासबा हमारा वो संतरी हमारा. So the Himalayas have really in a way laid down the parameters of what India is, all the way down to Kanyakumari, where 3 great oceans meet at the feet of Mother India. And what a unique country, so much diversity of religion, of language, of custom, of food, of dress, of ideologies. But we have coped with this diversity by basing ourselves on our constitutional and civilizational values. And I would submit, sir, that if properly presented, there is no conflict between these. For example, we talk of secularism. One line of the Veda, Ekam Sat Vipraha Bahuda Vadanti. The truth is one, the wise call it by many names. Sarva Dharma Samabhava. That is our view of secularism. It's not anti-religious. We cannot be anti-religious in this country, except perhaps some people whose ideology may force them to be anti-religious. Otherwise, that is Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hriddeshe Tishtati. The Lord resides in the heart of all beings, not in any particular caste or creed or country. That's what the Gita tells us. And socialism, again, one word, one line, Bahujana Sukhaya, Bahujana Hitaya. What better definition? Sarve pi sukhina santu, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit tukha bhag bhavet. I think even my good friend D. Raja will agree. There is no better definition of socialism than this. And as far as freedoms are concerned, sir, Ano Bhadra Kritumu Yantu Vishwata. Let noble thoughts and ideas come to us. We are not a closed society. We have been on the crossroads of civilization. We have produced great ideas, we have received great ideas. And that is the genius of India. That is what has kept India going. Sir, I came to Parliament 50 years ago as an idealistic young man of 36. I now bid farewell as an idealistic old man. Because I have implicit faith that India will overcome all its challenges as long as we remain faithful to our constitutional and civilizational values. So, while expressing my deep gratitude for the unfailing courtesy and consideration I have always received from my parliamentary colleagues, and for the kind words said by my colleague Ghulam Nabi Azad and Shri Ravi Shankar Prasad ji, from the Secretariat, the staff and the Karamcharis of the Raj Sabha, I will leave you with two verses from very different sources. The first is from Shakil Badayuni. हर चीज़ नहीं है मरकज़ पर, एक ज़र्रा इधर एक ज़र्रा उधर, नफ़रत से न देखो दुश्मन को, शायद वो मोहब्बत कर बैठे. And the second is from the Upanishads that have come down through the long and tortuous corridors of time for millennia. And that says, let us work together, let us be nourished together, let us achieve together, let there be no hatred between us. Sahanavavatu, sahanau bhunaktu, sahaviryam karvavahe, tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahe. Thank you.
Though it's a last speech for this term, but it was really a feast. Everybody enjoyed it that way. Dr. Karan Singh ji is retiring from Rajya Sabha, but he is not tiring from public life. He will continue to do service. Sri Janardhan Dwivedi ji.